PA Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
Only midway through the season, neither team holding up as well as they would have liked. They're being tested.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Out on the wings for them, Miller and Bridges. And it's Durant, then it's Ball, and it's Diabate in at the center position. And for the Magic, at the guard spots, it's Suggs and Anthony. Franz Wagner is out there with Carter, and it's Bitadze in at the 5. Stan, for coaches who are on the hot seat, how in the world do they stay focused?
Well, Kevin, I think, look, most coaches have very thick skins. You're going to get criticized every day. You have to know that when you get into the profession, and you just got to stay focused on the things you can control. And my brother always used to tell me, don't worry about criticism from people you wouldn't take advice from.
Ah, that's pretty good advice in itself.
It is.
My goodness. Now, here's Ball. Durant sets a screen for Ball. Rebounded by Anthony. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Wagner. To the middle, 6 to shoot. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Durant. Rebound by the Magic.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Carter left side. Outside Anthony. Here's Wagner. That one goes. Count it. Wagner's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Magic.
Sharp assist by Suggs. Capable of running your attack.
At the top of the key, Durant. There's Miller with the 3. Carter pulls it in. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Anthony. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. He gets it in there.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Suggs passes to Wagner. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Bitadze the pass to Carter. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Bridges with the board. And it's the Hornets ball. Trailing by 2. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And here is Suggs, following the 3 from Kevin Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Diabate. Back to Ball. KD with it. Nice defense from Wagner.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Anthony on the wing. Now Carter. Anthony finds Carter. The shot, no good. Carter against Bridges. Pass the ball. KD a screen on Anthony. Fires at the elbow. Ball no good. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And Durant sends it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? A terrific job of having that on display defensively.
Ball with the bucket.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Now, here's Suggs. Nothing on the board. To the inside. Here's Wagner. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Miller, the pass to Durant. Here's Ball. Out to Miller. KD against Carter. It's good. KD's got 7.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Now, I talked to him about the challenge of trying to stop Kevin Durant. Coach said it's about not letting him get into a rhythm. I told the guys they need to focus on staying in front of him and trying to contest everything. Easier said than done, but we'll see if they can even make things difficult for KD. Guys?
Thanks, David. And here is KD. After Jalen Suggs made that last three-pointer. And Durant gets it to go.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Miller. By himself, and it's Miller with the jam.
And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Here's Wagner following the bucket by the Hornets, and Orlando making a change here.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Magic, number 23, Tristan da Silva.
Tipped away. Here's Diabate. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Carter. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Anthony kicks to Suggs. And Durant sends it back. Shot clock at 2. De Silva, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Here's Suggs, following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Suggs against Ball. Carter dishes to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
There's Ball with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So both teams making some changes here. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. You look at Boston. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And the Hornets, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. Hornets leading by 3. Now, man, he had 10 points in the win against Brooklyn. And the shot falls short this time. The Magic have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Ball with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Nurkic, Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Houston. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Hawks. Man up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Outside, Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the night.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. Good shot.
So it's Orlando now. 4-point game. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Outside, Carter. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You love the confidence. Carter Jr. knows how effective he can be off the catch.
On the wing, man. And a miss there on the triple.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Whitmore. And the Hornets miss again. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, it's often a game of very slim margins, and those close losses somehow sting even more.
1:51 left to play here in the first. Driving to the basket. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
And he makes the first.
Well, look, this is a guy who uses his physicality to get to the stripe. Carter Jr.'s a big kid.
And he makes both free throws. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Ball. Walker with his screen for Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Orlando trailing here. 1:22 left in the first quarter. Inside. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. This is a look at the NBA's assist leaders over the last 10 games. Man, can these guys pass the ball? LaMelo Ball is second.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside, Walker. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
To the paint. Here's De Silva. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Walker. Whitmore with it. Still yet to score. Here's Mann. Just 4 to shoot. Nurkic finds Mann. Nurkic a screen on Schroeder. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's Schroeder. His last outing, he had 18 points. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Houston. Pulls it up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Houston's got it all tied up now for Orlando. Now, here's Ball. He had 16 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
And here's Walker outside. No good on the last second attempt there. It's all tied in Orlando. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Charlotte shooting well, 50% from the floor. Suggs out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Black. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. The Magic shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And it's Schroeder missing.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Here's Walker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And the first one at the line is good. Anthony's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. And so Walker nails both of them. And here is Suggs. Outside Anthony. Pass to Bitadze. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Miller. Covered by Anthony. Taken away by Anthony. Now here's Suggs. Guarded closely. And the basket is good.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Knocks it loose. Outside Anthony. To the middle. Here's De Silva. Shoots over Walker. De Silva. No good. De Silva's gone. 1 of 3 shooting so far. Down low. Diabate's shot is good. And the Hornets lead by 2.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Black. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Orlando making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Durant's checked in for the Hornets. Miles Bridges comes in for Cam Whitmore. Here's De Silva. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. The Magic again can't hit.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here's Durant. No good from 11 feet. The Magic have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5 from 20 feet out. And it's Suggs missing. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Only given up 2 points this quarter. 4-on-3 break. Wagner with it, and it's Miller picking him up.
Yeah, that's a great decision by Wagner. Quickly getting it to the open man.
Hornets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. KD passes to Bridges. How about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball? And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
The Hornets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bridges.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
Both free throws good from Bridges.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
Pass to Bitadze. Inside. A steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Mann, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Franz Wagner.
All the officials are all over that one.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And he sinks the second. The Magic trail by 3. Now Anthony, 20 points for him last game against Atlanta.
Yeah, and you see this with a lot of great scores. When they're putting up big nights, a lot of times it's because they're making a lot of free throws.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Mann. Durant with a screen on Suggs. Bridges outside. Sinks the triple. Bridges has got the lead up to 6 now for the Hornets. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Pass to De Silva. Here's Bitadze. Some nice ball movement by the Magic.
That's just remarkable defense by Durant. Shooters definitely feel his presence when he's contesting like that.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. LaMelo Ball, he's checked in for Trey Mann. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at the Hornets. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Orlando, just way behind.
And when I look at Orlando, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 11. Diabate's shot is good.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner with it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's got 8 points. The Hornets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. And so it's Charlotte with it. The Magic getting the bucket. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the 7th. Bridges against Wagner. Now here's Anthony. He's covered closely. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Bridges with the board.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
To the inside, Diabate. He's good with the little jumper in close.
Timeout.
And now a 4-point Hornets lead. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Heading to the court, it's time to get loud for your 407 dance team.
Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous in converting turnovers into points. The Hornets, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Ball against Schroeder. The 19-foot shot buries the jump shot. Schroeder's got his first basket. Here's KD. He picked up 24 points in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn. There's a screen with the teardrop and stolen by Wagner. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. He gets that one. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
The Magic have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Charlotte, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Durant, that's good.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, Durant is a problem inside. Got to push him out a little further than that. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Ball, the pass to KD. Back to Ball. Miller surveying the floor. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Wendell Carter.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Anthony Black's checked in for Wagner. Carter outside. Houston passes to Black. Here's Houston. Pass to De Silva. Nobody near Schroeder. Drills it from outside. Schroeder's got 7 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Miller outside. Back to Ball. Pass to Miller. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Ball.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Here's Houston. Here's Black. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Cam Whitmore.
Well, what poise from Carter Jr. Just taking the hit and pushing through it all.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
The free throw off from Carter. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story. And so Walker nails both of them. Here's Houston. And Ball comes to help.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or 2.
Pass to Houston. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Down low. It's Black in the corner. Shot clock at 6. From the high post, and Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, you guys know I love analytics, but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
Now, here is Miller. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Walker in the post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. Magic leading by 3. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black. His 3-pointers off the mark. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Trey Mann, he's checked in for Charlotte. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Whitmore. Scoreless thus far. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Count it.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Miller. Pass to Man. And a missed layup.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Dennis Schroeder. One shot.
That one misses for Schroeder. Pass to Black. It's deflected. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
You gotta call my agent now.
Checking back in on that first half now, Franz Wagner was cooking.
Well, he's not letting the defense chase him away from the shots he wants. He's dictating the action, and he has the team in a good spot.
Because he's been so efficient with his scoring as well. That's a good way to maintain your lead. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us,